What are the very best lists to pull this month from Propstream for wholesaling real estate? What's up, YouTube? Biz Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to pull a list from Propstream. I'm going to share my screen with you all so you all can follow with me on your Propstream account to pull these lists to start targeting in your real estate wholesale business. And this applies to all areas of real estate, whether you're wholesaling, flipping properties, holding rentals, or if you're a real estate agent or even a mortgage broker. I think these lists will help you find more deals that benefit your business greatly. So before we go on, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. And so I'm about to share my screen with you. All right, so right here we have Propstream. And by the way, if you're interested in Propstream, check my link down below. You get a 7 free day trial using my link. So please check it down below. So Oklahoma City, Oklahoma has around 227,000 people. And the first thing I did was do research on like how the housing market is acting. So U.S. foreclosure activity sees notable increase in 2024, right? And so all of these things, default notices, auctions, bank repossessions are up 5% from a year ago and up 10% from the prior month. And so you usually, one reason it's up 10% from the prior month is because December compared to January, December has more holidays, Christmas and everything like that. But that's still a notable rise, like they're saying in this article. And so, foreclosures are rising, so you probably should be looking for pre-foreclosures because that also would be rising. So on Propstream, there's different things that you can do. One thing is that you can just go here and click pre-foreclosures. And where is that? Okay, up here. And right here, perfect list, 880 properties. Easily cold call that list, easily send out mailers for your campaign and hopefully get a deal. Another way to go about it is that if you want to be a little bit more niche with it, I would make sure it has more equity and, look at some ownership information. So I would go here and let's say I want them to own the property for at least 5 years, right? Because I'm looking for a property with some equity at least. And then valuation and equity, I'm going to put at least 20% equity. And then from here, it's going to pull up all of that information. And then pre-foreclosure and bank owned. So I'm going to click notice in default. All right, now it put us down to 654. Then you can look at auctions, you can look at default releases, bank owned, and other things like that. And if you want to exclude foreclosures, you can do that too. But I think that's a great list to target. They have equity, and on top of that, they're pre-foreclosed. So that's the first list that you should target this month in your real estate business is pre-foreclosures. So just showing you how to do it on Propstream. I think it will be great for your business in real estate. So the next list that we're going to target is talking about, not this one, opportunity zone. Let me see. There was one thing about different things I was researching. Opportunity zone housing market is still tracking on along with broader U.S. housing market. So I think it's very important to see where people are buying. And a lot of investors are buying in opportunity zones. These are areas that are not like the A-class areas. They're the up-and-coming areas. And, you may have different opinions on gentrification and, pushing people out of these areas because you price them out in a way. But people are still increasing. So they said median home value decreased during fourth quarter 2023, and just over half of opportunity zone targeted for the economic redevelopment around U.S. Price decline trends inside zones again follow closely with the national market pattern. And I know it's just talking about pricing and how it just follows that trend, But I think opportunity zones are still a great area to invest in this month and this year. And I've noticed even in my market, there's a lot of zip codes that I'm all like, wow, people are building new houses. Oh, this sold in this area code in this area. And so I think that's a great place to target. And so opportunity zones, how do you pull a list from Propstream? What I would do is, first of all, research the zip codes. But if you know your medium sell price, a great thing about Propstream is that you can go over here and you can go to valuation and equity and you can put the estimated value of it. So let's say in an opportunity zone, the maximum values are around $250,000, right? And so you can look for those type of properties, right? And these are properties that have 20% more equity in 5 years of ownership or more. And then you can drill it down even more, all right? Because this is 95,000 property. So you'd really have to do your research and understand where those opportunity zones are, like where are investors going into to research and to invest and to flip. And so that would be my second list, catering it, filtering it down to a list that's targeted towards opportunity zones. The next list that I want to target is just your classic pulling the list of the owner equity, vacant property list. So right here, I would put, no, it's not owner occupied. So that already brings down the list to half of it. And then I'm going to put vacant. I want it to be vacant. Now we're down to 6,200. And then valuation and equity, I want at least 30% equity. So I'm really drilling down on this list. And then ownership information, I want them to own this property for at least 5 years. Now we're really drilling down. And this is a solid list for you all to target 3,980 properties. And what this list is, so these are properties where the owner doesn't live in it. So maybe it's a rental property. But on top of that, no one else occupies the property, so there's no tenants in that property, and so you get a double layer of motivation. And so there's just houses sitting that no one lives in, right? And I think these are great lists for people that are just starting out, that just needs a general list. And honestly, on owner occupied properties, it can be any, because it would be the same amount, because it should be the same amount. Because if it's vacant, no one owns it, no one lives in it. But maybe if they knew it was a rental before, that's why I still click no for owner-occupied properties, if that makes sense. But you can change up things, include unknown sales date. Another thing right here is that you can include unknown equity. So that's another layer that you can add, because sometimes when somebody owns a house so long, sometimes records don't keep up with their equity if they bought it back in the 50s or 60s. And sometimes those may be the best houses to target in your wholesaling real estate pursuit. But yeah, that's Propstream. That's 3 solid lists that I know you all can target and work on. If you all have any questions, please let me know down below. And if you're interested in Propstream, check it down below.